Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. I haven't done anything for you to be proud of.
Of course you have. You are marrying a man who can support you.
Good evening. So we have a lot to discuss. I don't even know where to start because it's just so much. It's so much. It's so much. So many requests that this video is just going to be super long. Hopefully you got a little snack. The children are, at a decent point in their nighttime routine because we may be here for a while. So I don't know what to do. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so I'm gonna just go down the list. We have Skai Jackson. Whew, as long as I don't see Marseille, I'm good. Queen Naija, Keke Palmer, Jasmine Brown, Kayla Nicole made it on the list as well. LaLa Milan, Erica Mena, and Jackie Aina. Now, I know a lot of people are like, why is Jackie on here? Y'all, that's why she's on it. Y'all, it's not her. It's y'all. It's the people on the internet. That's why she up there. It ain't her. It's not her at all. So I know a lot of people keep asking, why is she up there? Because y'all won't stay out of her business. That's why. That's why she's up there. She's trying to do things in the privacy of her home, her life, and I don't know. The internet takes an issue with that. So I wanted to talk about it though. So tonight we're going to be doing trendy topics. Fans are voicing their disappointment and are getting blocked or gaslit. So that's pretty much the trend here. Is fans are speaking out, fans are disappointed, fans are getting blocked. Some of you are getting gaslit though. So it's not that I'm not against the fans. Some of the stuff I'm like, yeah, I see where you're coming from. But then some of it I'm like, I see where they're coming from. So it just depends on the situation. So let's just go ahead and get started. Scar Lip was requested, and oh my God, it's so sad, y'all. When I saw her face, and I was just so sad for her. I don't know. I just felt so bad. So if you didn't know, Scar Lip is a rapper. She's a female rapper. And she recently went viral, or she's currently viral, because she exits her live, her IG live, abruptly after boyfriend makes insensitive remarks. So let's just go ahead and take a look. Hold on, let me bring it up. Let me see. Wait a minute.
Okay. Jesus,
yo, come on, stop playing with me if I grip your father.
Stop playing with me. Stop talking about my father. Stop talking about my father. What about that?
You think I'm pretty, baby?
You're beautiful, man. Sometimes.
What that mean?
I mean, sometimes. Sometimes.
Am I pretty right now?
No, not right now. Definitely not right now. Definitely not. I'm looking a little.
I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I love y'all. I don't feel like being on live no more. So your dad don't think I look pretty right now?
Not like right now, but like Sometimes. You feel me?
Well, I don't know what to think about that.
Let me go back. I felt so bad. 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 So that's the clip that ended up going viral all over social media. People talking about it on Twitter, X, Instagram, Facebook. It's everywhere. I mean, it's so sad. Typically, situations like this, a woman enters into a relationship, and the guy, for the most part, you know, every situation is going to be maybe a little bit different, but for the most part, guy chases girl, guy dates girl, guy gets girl into relationship, and then guy starts to tear her down. Guy starts to tear down her self-esteem, any ounce of self-esteem that she may have, any ounce of self-confidence that she has, any creativity that she has. And it's not all men, but you know, the type of men that we talking about that do this type of stuff. And she's like, the thing that really got me was when she was like, well, I don't know how to feel about that. And you could tell that took a hit at her self-esteem. And the wildest part about this for me was he doubled down on it, and he knew that she was on live. And it just seems like she's being used in this relationship. And I really hope she leaves this relationship, because it's clear that he's not in it for the right reasons or the right intentions, because your partner is supposed to big you up. Your partner is supposed to speak life into you. And this could go for both men and women. If you have someone that you're in a relationship with and they're not speaking life into you, they're not speaking great things into you, encouraging you, uplifting you, being your biggest cheerleader, that's your ops. That's your enemy. You sleeping with the enemy. You laying down next to the enemy, because people that are really for you, they're going to be speaking life into you. They're going to be encouraging you. They're going to be giving you compliments, especially in the public eye. I mean, that's the least they can do, right? Is when it's public and you're in the public with them and you may be sharing intimate moments with them, that they would at least do that. But it seems like Scar Lip is in a relationship where she's just being used and she's being taken advantage of. So I'm going to move on to the next topic. So we have Skai. What is her last name? Hold on. Skai Jackson. Former Disney star Skai Jackson arrested on suspicion of domestic battery at Universal Studios. She's 22 years old, and she's facing a potential misdemeanor charge after being arrested once again on suspicion of spousal battery. She's currently allegedly engaged, and she is also rumored to be pregnant. Now, she dealing with a dusty. We could just call it what it is. She dealing with a dusty. She's dealing with a dusty, and I tried to look into this guy to see, like, well, what does he do? Word on the street is that this man is a scammer and a street pharmacist. So y'all do what y'all want to do with that information. I'm really disappointed. My thing is, Skai could have been with anybody, in my opinion. She could have even went to the other side and dated out of her race if that's what she wanted to do. But this is my thing. Even when Black women are in the position to choose, this is who we choose. Every single time. When we have the opportunity to choose better for ourselves, we tend to choose the complete opposite. And to be fair, it's a Black community issue. And yes, I say that. So typically it's a Black woman who will date a dusty, and the Black community will go broke. And then on another hand, it's a Black male who will date a non-Black woman, and he will give his money to her. And both sides, like, you know, both sides is pointing at the other, but it's really us. Like, we do it to ourselves. Someone like Skai, like I said, she was in a position to where she could have got with anyone. I think this is very disappointing, especially to the younger generation. She's 22 years old. And so she's young. She's young, but this is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. And I understand people are like, oh, but she pushed him. All she did was push him. You talking to the wrong one, because my mother, she raised me to keep my hands to myself. And that's what people don't understand. It's like, you really think you can put your hands on someone else and not be held accountable for that? Why do you think that way? A man should keep his hands to himself. A woman should keep her hands to herself. And you shouldn't be putting your hands on each other. Even something as simple as a push. Even a push. You put your hands on another person, you could be held accountable for that. And then, can we be honest? Can we be real? Skai, something about them eyes that I don't get with. It's just something sneaky behind her eyes. And I've been feeling that way for a very long time. Like, there's just something in them eyes that just don't sit right with my spirit. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. So it's like sneaky, maybe. I don't know. Or, you know, she's not, I don't know. She's not all like sweet. Like, they try to make her innocent and all sweet and stuff. There's something behind them eyes that I don't trust. And no one's going to convince me otherwise. There's something behind her eyes that I just cannot get with. And I don't know why. She presents herself to be a nice young lady. There were some rumors of her being a mean girl to another young star not that long ago. But, you know, I can see how there's a little competition in the field of work that they do, maybe with each other. And then there was that situation with Jules, Beyonce's nephew, where she was dating him, and I believe he leaked a video of them like fooling around, messing around or something like that. And at the time he was 16 and she was 19. So I don't know. It's just something about this girl that I can't rock with it fully. I don't know why. So this is her fiance.
Baby, they said our little chocolate brown pudding pop Skai Jackson out there find her little pink lemonade boyfriend in the streets, child. Now the police said she pushed him twice. She ended up going to jail last week. And did y'all know about that? What our little pretty brown round going to jail for, child? The boyfriend said they was not fighting. They just got into a little argument or whatever because she is expecting a child. And did you know our sweet little baby expecting a baby? What is going on with these Disney stars, child? Now, she was arrested. She has been released. She was cited for domestic battery. Now, child, you know we don't need to be doing that, especially you got a little baby in your belly now. Now, I think everything is going back well with her and her little boyfriend, child. But what y'all think about this? What be going on with these Disney stars? Do you all think our little girl, you know, she need to sit down, she need to get some counseling or something? Did you all know she was pregnant? I'm just flabbergasted over here, child. I was not expecting this news this morning, but like I said, she was arrested last week and released, and everything is back nice and creamy at home with her little pink boyfriend.
Someone in the chat said that, oh, he probably provoked her and she picked him. I'm not making no more excuses for women. You got too many examples. It's 2024. And I said that I was going to let you be dumb in peace. I've been dumb in private because I had that luxury. But I'm going to let you be dumb in peace. She picked this Dusty. I don't really think he even has a job. So a man like that is going to provoke you, right? Because he don't got no job. He's most likely jealous of you. You know it. You know it by now, don't you? Y'all know it. I mean, it's the same old story. It's not like we saying anything different with any of these women that's up here. And I'm done sugarcoating it. So she picked him. She picked a Dusty who most likely has nothing to offer her and then had the nerve to end up pregnant. So she picked this situation. This is what she wanted for herself. So it is what it is. And I guess she wanted the pink lemonade And I guess that's just what it is. And it's clear that she has a type because this man looks exactly like Jules.
In Texas, and I should have got a hair tie because I feel my head sweating. What did you listen to?
Yeah, OTF, Exotic Boy Bud. Y'all know what the fuck going
Stop
on.
with him.
Yeah.
You know, black people. No.
Hold on, let's just play that again. Hold on, wait a minute.
Hair tie because I feel my head sweating. What did you listen to?
Yeah, OTF, Exotic Boy Bud. Y'all know what the fuck going
Stop
on.
with him.
Yeah.
When I say I don't have an excuse, I don't have. Y'all want me to make an excuse for that? That's crazy. I can't even make an excuse for myself. That's crazy. Dust. Like my tear ducts are watering. Dust. That's ridiculous. We're talking about a Disney childhood star. And look at her. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. She could have gotten with anybody. This is who she chose. So an excuse, I don't have one. And then people are making it a big deal because she was arrested for pushing him. Now, there's no video footage. I haven't seen it. They're saying that there is one that exists, but it hasn't been released to the public. So we don't know what this pushed. We don't know what it looked like. And she pushed him not once, but twice or something like that. Listen, you're supposed to keep your hands to yourself. You're not supposed to provoke someone to put their hands on you, and you're not supposed to put your hands on another person. When you do that, there are consequences when you do that. So if you're not wanting to deal with the consequences, like someone calling the cops and you potentially getting arrested, you would just keep your hands to yourself. So I don't know why that's hard for women to understand. And not all men are going to react in a gentleman-like way. But I was raised, and my mother, she raised a girl and two boys. And she told me to keep my hands to myself. She said, you don't put your hands on a man and you don't provoke a man to put his hands on you. And he shouldn't be putting his hands on you. And he shouldn't be provoking you either. That's what she said. It's really simple. Do not overcomplicate it. So I don't know why people can't just, I don't know. It's like in relationships, some women feel like they can just push or taunt or like do like real petty meddling type stuff. And it's like, no, you're supposed to keep your hands to yourself. So doesn't matter if you're in a relationship with that person or not. And so this woman made this TikTok saying, I just knew my people was going to blow this Skai Jackson situation out of proportion because we extra. Y'all had me thinking she Mayweather, this man, and she barely pushed him. I don't know where she got this barely from because no one has seen the footage. Does anyone have the footage of her pushing this man? That's what I want to know. Anybody? Anybody? And then let me also keep it real. She's with a Dusty. They get into an altercation. What you think that looked like standing from the outside looking in? What do you think? What do you think that looked like? Yeah, we don't have any proof of the altercation at all. Them fighting. What do you think that looked like? If they got into a physical or a verbal altercation and then she pushed them once or twice, right? Shoved them, whatever. What you think that looked like with a man like this? And then the cops were called.
What did you listen to?
Man, OTF, Exotic Boy Bud. Y'all know what the fuck going on.
Stop with him.
Yeah.
And then where was this at? They said Universal Studio. So, I mean, come on now. What you think that looked like if you just so happen to be walking by, you see a couple is getting into it, and maybe it started off as a verbal altercation and she maybe shoved them once or twice or something like that. Would you call the police? She's 22. Yeah, I wonder who called the cops too. That's what I want to know too. So listen, the company you keep, child, the company you keep. And then she's also pregnant. Let me see if I can find that. I thought I had it. Hold on, let me see.
Airside because I feel my head sweating. What did you listen to?
Man, OTF, Exotic Boy Bud. Y'all know what the fuck going
Stop
on.
with him.
Yeah.
Where the baby is? I thought I had a photo of her pregnant. I can't find it.
You know, black people. No.
Oh, here it is. So she's expecting. You know, the only thing I'm gonna say is pray for her. Pray. I mean, at this point, y'all know how it goes. So prayers is really needed. If you're a real fan of hers, pray. That's all I got. I don't got nothing else. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next prayer. I hope the girls are learning though. I really do. I hope you learning. So a lot of people are wondering, why is Jackie up here? Why is Jackie up here? I don't know. I don't know why Jackie is up here. She shouldn't be, but she's up here. So if you haven't been keeping up with social media, Jackie, she changed her name, y'all, and it just sent the internet off. I don't know why. Now, I'm a 50-50 girl with this situation. On one hand, I get where the fans are coming from. And then on another hand, I get where Jackie coming from because I'm a content creator. And she's establishing boundaries as she should, because she may in the past was sharing a lot when it came to her life and her relationship. And now she's wanting to pull back because maybe she didn't like the energy that she got, or maybe she didn't like how people were invested in her relationship. So she was like, you know what, let me just pull back how much I'm sharing with my audience. So she got married, allegedly. It's rumored that she got married. And this happened maybe around May, because here's a video of Dennis having his bachelor party in Vegas. Let's see. And this was back in May. She just changed her name. So this is him kicking it in Vegas not that long ago. Okay, so the internet is upset because, and y'all, you know what's so funny about this conversation? Me talking about this, I'm probably gonna get blocked too, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm probably gonna get blocked too, and I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm not gonna make it a big deal. I'm not gonna make a think piece about how Jackie blocked me online. You want to know why? I don't know Jackie. And Jackie doesn't know me. And she has every right to block me when she wants to, when she feels like it. And let's just get into this.
Change your last name to Dennis's last.
Oh, snaps. I think I went too far.
Jackie has changed her last name to Dennis's last name. I'm not going to say the last name because I don't want to butcher it, but fans are pissed. They're upset because Jackie is now blocking people who is congratulating her on her marriage. Oh, I see the news that Jackie Aina got married on Twitter. I know y'all don't like her, but she said since her engagement that the public would not know when she actually got married. And that is her prerogative. And some people are saying Jackie Aina is a nutcase. How do you become an influencer and this is your entire job, but blocking people for congratulating you after you change your last name? It's like she wants the attention, but she hates it at the same time. And the tweets went on and on and on and on. Now, what I can say, two things can be right at the same time. Jackie's life is in the spotlight. She is an influencer, and this is how she makes her money. She's also a businesswoman. But but she still is allowed to have some privacy. Now, you changed your name clearly on every platform, so people were gonna notice. Now, maybe she hasn't got married yet. Maybe she's already, signed the paperwork and hasn't had the ceremony. Or maybe she has gotten married and she got some good ass friends that are influencers, because that NDA must have been rock solid. But either way it goes, let's let her have something to herself. Okay? Let's let her have something to herself. At the same time, Jackie, I don't think it's right for you to be blocking people that are wishing you the best on your marriage or on your engagement or just being happy. We got to give people a little grace on this app on both sides.
And that's the part that I want to talk about, because I exercise blocking too. Y'all know how I get down. I don't block people I only block people who are disrespectful, shady, and there's like that undertone of a passive aggressive comment. Like, yeah, I'm gonna block you. I'm blocking you. And why do I block you? Because I went to therapy and my therapist said that it's healthy for me to exercise not allowing someone that makes me uncomfortable as an ex-people pleaser to have access to me. But see, the part that I don't agree with when it comes to Jackie is not blocking people that is disrespectful. She's blocking people who are stating the obvious after she did something on her social media platform publicly for everyone to see. And someone got in the comments and simply said, congratulations. And then she blocked them. Now, I don't see any proof of that. Let me just throw that out there. We are literally going off of what people are saying, but no one is actually showing proof that that is in fact what happened. So do you really think that Jackie just blocked people that were congratulating her? I don't know. I personally didn't see it, but if that is the case, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that, because it's like, if you weren't ready to deal with the comments, why change your name? And then you got married potentially back in May, like somewhere around there, potentially. Why change it now and then get upset when people are congratulating you? Congratulating you. That's insane. But I think the reason why Jackie is acting like this is because she didn't want anyone to create any think pieces regarding her and Dennis getting married, because she posted this a while back. I think at the beginning of August.
I want something discussed, critiqued, dissected, broken down. I won't share it. I'll keep it to myself. Now, if I don't disclose something or share something with somebody and they're discussing it and dissecting it and therefore speculating about it anyway, I consider that overstepping. Nothing that I don't willingly share is up for discussion. When people do that, I consider that speculating, and you might as well be writing a novel. Morning coffee thoughts. Cheers.
But she changed the last name, so I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce Dennis's last name. But you know what's so crazy about this? I saw her name change, and I said nothing. I saw her name change, and I just kept scrolling. I'm like, oh, okay, I think her and Dennis got married. And then I just kept scrolling. I went back to minding my business. I didn't say nothing. But then again, I'm not the biggest Jackie fan. So maybe there are other girls and, women out here that's been following Jackie for years, and they've been fully invested in every little thing that she does. And maybe they just were excited to congratulate her. I don't know. But I get where the fans are coming from. I also get where Jackie is coming from. And I think the thing that I don't agree with when it comes to Jackie is her metrics on why she's actually blocking these people. But then on another side, I don't like the undertone when it comes to some of these people where they're like, oh, well, Jackie blocks me. And it's kind of coming across like a level of entitlement. It's like, you don't know this woman. You've never met this woman. She's not your friend. She is someone that you support through social media, but you don't actually know her. So the entitlement where they feel like they have to have access, or how dare she block me and not allow me to have access, that's kind of weird. That ain't normal. That's not normal. I'm gonna need you to go outside and touch some grass. And what am I talking about? Let me show you. Because some of these people she blocked, I'm like, well, I see why she blocked you. You doing too much. Hold on, let me show you. Yeah, this is the part that I agree with. And then we're going to get into other people responding, or there's like a whole support group, y'all. There's a whole group of people that Jackie has blocked, and there's like a whole support group. Let me just show you.
There's a girl on here, a woman on here, excuse me, let me call her by her correct name. Actually, it doesn't matter because I blocked her before she could block me. There's a woman on here, the girls know her. Her name is Jackie Aina. I have been watching Jackie since I was 16 years old. I've been watching Jackie since she didn't claim that she was Nigerian. So I think I got blocked by Jackie on Twitter because there was a point, she had some braids and then she put like the hair of, like, you know, when you're putting on braids, you have to put water. So she dipped her hair in a pot, like a pot of like boiling water. And you know how y'all South Africans be. So the South Africans like, oh my God, you guys do that in America? And I was like, oh, it's really common in the USA. Immediately I was blocked. I think that Jackie uses being Nigerian to sell her stuff. That's number one. I don't care what the girls have to say. That's y'all's opinion. Number two, so Jackie recently, I presume, got married. I don't follow her. I blocked her on TikTok years ago, because I understand setting boundaries. However, that's difficult to do, in my opinion, when you're a lifestyle content creator. Let's say, for example, I came on here and I got engaged 5 years ago, and I did, podcasts with my husband or fiance, and I did videos with my fiance, and he's my, employee in my business, all of these things. And I lived this extravagant lifestyle. And for years, like, he was a part of my content. And then maybe, 10, 15 years down the line, I'm like, oh, I'm going to pull back and not bring this up. Fine. If I'm going to move in silence, I'm going to actually move in silence. Setting boundaries as a lifestyle content creator is very difficult. However, if I did all of that, and then, people have been asking me since we've been engaged for 452 years, hey girl, when are you going to get it? When are y'all going to get married? And then randomly, since I have a very noticeable name, I have a notable name, I change my name on my socials. Will people who are not following you as somebody who has millions of followers, as people who are actually investing in your life, and before y'all go, why are you guys so invested in strangers' lives? Y'all bitches listen to the Jada Waitas and the Marias of the scientists. Y'all listen to all of those girls. So somehow, somewhere, you're invested in somebody's life, in somebody's. I don't care if it's your mama's life. I don't care if it's Mariah Carey's life. Some way, somehow, you're invested in.
Listen, the reason why I don't agree with her, and I gotta keep it 1,000 with you. The reason why I don't agree with her is because you ever had that fallout with that girlfriend, and y'all know what that fallout is all about. You had that fallout with that girlfriend, and then all of a sudden she started listing off all the things that she really don't like about you. So why are you following her if you really don't like her? That's what I don't get. That's why she got blocked though. And Jackie peeped it and was like, oh no, like, girl, you gotta go. You don't really like me like that. That's what the girls that are speaking out about Jack, that's what y'all sound like. Y'all sound like the friend that you fall out with, and then they start saying all of these nasty things about how they don't really like you and da-da-da-da-da-da. And then you still want access to her, but you don't really like her. That's why you got blocked. That's why y'all sound crazy. Like any sensible person that goes outside and touches grass and interacts with people in their everyday life, we don't do this because this is strange. It's too much. It's way too much. It's like you're watching her, but you're not watching her to really support, kind of monitoring her, hate watching, evil eye, trying to find something that you like suspect or do. And that's why she blocked you. That's why she blocked you. Now, like I said, the part that I do agree with is if she blocked you because you simply congratulated, all right. But that's not what the other girl, she super chatted and said Jackie didn't block them because they were just saying congratulations. They were saying finally. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. And listen, I don't know Jackie well enough to say that she's weird. I don't. I have to meet her in person, be around her, fill out her personality. For me to call her weird, that's crazy. I don't know that woman. I don't know that woman at all.
Invested somehow in their life, so shut up. So you go ahead and change your name on your social media platforms. Yeah, people are going to notice. Is that moving in silence? No. The girls who actually move in silence, the Kerry Washingtons of the world, there is one picture.
Now, this is the part that I do agree with.
In the world of Kerry Washington's kids. One picture in the world, like literally in the world. You ain't seen that bit. Like, that's actually moving in silence. Blake Lively, who has like, you don't even really see her kids, once again, moving in silence. You change your very notable name that people know of to a different last name. Are they not? They're not going to put two and two. I think Jackie's a weirdo. That's just Ya's opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but then, you know, everybody has an opinion. This is just Ya's opinion. I think she's weird. I think she uses being Nigerian to like sell product. That whole like, the movement that happened back in Nigeria, I forget the name, I apologize. And SARS movement, and she was, you know, selling a candle. My thing is, I have so many thoughts that I can't really articulate them well, but I think she moves very weirdly. I sincerely do. If you go on Reddit, there's literally like a whole Reddit sub-thread of people saying like the reasons why they were blocked by Jackie. All the best to the girls. I don't care what video she talks about being demure and moving in silence. And if I don't bring it up, don't talk. I think it's weird. I think if you actually don't want to bring it up, if you actually don't want people to talk about it, you wouldn't be doing those things. Because if I come on here and say, hey, I got married, and then I never bring it up again, oh, whatever happened to your wedding? Oh, whatever. There's just certain things that if you don't want to bring up online, you don't do so people notice. It's not moving in silence. It's not setting a boundary. It's not, you know, being private and da-da-da. Like, it's none of those things in Ya's opinion. And I already blocked her, so she can't block me. I don't care. I do not care. I just think it's very, very bizarre. But I also think lifestyle influencers is just, I think that whole genre, they could say the same thing about me, about being, you know, doing reality television. I think that whole genre doesn't make any sense. I think it's very weird to make your significant other a part of your content. Like, no one's going to see my significant other till my children are like 102. Like, I just think it's...
What a lot of people are not really understanding is content creating, especially in Jackie's era, was new. There was no manual. There was no PR team right there with her teaching her like what she should allow, what she should not. This is a little much. This is not normal. You're not going to normalize this for me. This behavior is very weird. It's very weird to me because it's like the thing that I don't get about women particularly, you say things like, don't police women, don't police women's bodies when it comes to men, but then you'll turn around and police a woman. And it's like, well, why do you feel entitled to police a woman, but you get upset when a man is policing a woman, but you don't get upset when you do it? And that's what's kind of weird about this entire situation. It's like, listen, we don't know why Jackie gets triggered when it comes to certain things. We don't know her. That's the thing. We don't know why she reacts the way that she does when it comes to blocking people, because we don't know her. The only thing you can say is she moves weird, but there may be a reason behind why she's doing that. She's been doing this for years. She's been in the YouTube space for years. And then at one point, she was out here sharing her relationship openly. And after a while, you know, people started talking shit like, well, when are you and Dennis going to get married? And people kept bringing it up. And she already opened up about her past marriage, where she got married young and she was in an abusive marriage, an abusive relationship. And so I kind of understood she wasn't rushing to get married again. She wasn't. She took her time. And maybe that's part of her trauma. Maybe that was something that she was trying to heal, work through in herself. We don't know her. We don't know what she's really going through. Content creators only show you what they want you to see, but you put them on a pedestal to not be human. You put them on a pedestal to be inhuman and to be perfect. And they're human. So maybe Jackie was having a bad day. Maybe she got to a 10th comment, and then she just started blocking people because she was just like, okay, this is just too much. I'm gonna just start blocking people that are making me get triggered or feel uncomfortable or upset. That's what I'm saying. Like, these are real people behind these platforms. They're not robots. So we don't know what really caused the blocking. We really don't. But like I said, if you genuinely were coming from a genuine place and you ended up getting blocked, I completely understand, because let me show you this one. That's why I said I'm probably going to get blocked after this video. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. This right here. She blocked this girl after. So this is the video that she posted.
Now, y'all know Jackie Aina is a strict bitch and she runs a tight ship. She is no nonsense. So I know y'all not getting up on here saying shit like, oh, finally she got married. Girl, you know she gonna block you quicker than you can get a candle from her new line. Jackie really do not be playing with y'all. And it'd be so funny to me because every time she get the blocking folks for doing some bullshit, I'll be like, can you believe I literally got blocked by Jackie Aina because I said she was an auntie? Like, yeah, I can't believe that because I've been following Jackie since like fucking 2013. I know that lady very well. Do you? That's like getting surprised that Beyonce doesn't release a song because it got leaked. Duh. You got to know who you a fan of, sister. Jackie don't play with us like that. Y'all should know that if you really follow her. Y'all know you got to just sit back and let Jackie tell us her business little by little. You just got to be a spectator. Now, thanks to y'all, she may not even give us the goddamn footage because y'all talk too motherfucking much. Jackie, I still want to see the pictures though, sister. Congratulations.
Hold on. Wait.
Strict.
Let me go up.
Hey, I'm sad. What was the final straw? I didn't even say. I blame Mecca. Hey, I'm sad. What was the final straw?
So I'm gonna get blocked too. So I guess I'm joining the block team, block list. But listen, you know what? I'm not taking it personal. You want to know why? I don't know Jackie, and Jackie doesn't know me, so I'm not taking it personal. I'm just not. I'm not taking it personal at all. You know what I do like from all of this is with her. People are saying she's strict, and I love that. I love that. I love seeing a Black woman set boundaries, and people are saying she's strict. She's not making herself uncomfortable to please other people just because she's in the position of being an influencer, a lifestyle influencer. So she's getting this reputation. Don't play with her. She's strict. I like it. I personally like it. I do. I hope to get to that level one day. But I won't be blocking you if you're not being shady. And I won't be blocking you if you're telling me congratulations. I won't. I don't even block you when you disagree. I only block when you being shady. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Because if you got under there and you're like, congratulations, Jackie, finally, that's being shady. But no, she really is teaching. She's in, like, you know what's so crazy about this with her blocking? She's still influencing the girls. She is. So you may not like it, but I personally like it. Even if she decides to block me after this, I still like it because I like the message it sends. It's like, don't play with me. I like it. I know a lot of people are not gonna like it, but I do. I love it. It's boundaries and very strict boundaries. And I like how she's not backing down. I really do like that. I do. So y'all can be upset. Y'all can be upset, but I'm choosing to see the power behind it and how it's teaching me. So, and then when the girls, they wouldn't stop talking about it. This other girl, she got blocked too. Hold on, let me show you.
Okay. I just don't care. We don't know each other in real life. I don't care. And I got blocked. The last thing that I tweeted her was like, I really enjoyed your video, which she liked. And I think maybe she went down my page and saw my type of content, which is clearly talking crap. And she was like, actually, block.
I wish she had blocked me before. Or I wish I had known she blocked me before I bought the candle because I wouldn't have supported her. But again, my response was to block her back. Not only did I block her back on Twitter, I went on Instagram and I blocked her there. I blocked Forever Mood. I blocked the fiance. When I made TikTok, I blocked her on here too. Okay, you cannot beat me mad. Just block her back. Now, I've been seeing the discourse about her not being wanting to be called auntie, and I just think that is very simple. If somebody says do not call me this, then you don't call them that, and if you do call them that, then you get cut off. You don't get access to them anymore because you're not respecting their boundaries. She is allowed to choose what she wants to be called. To be honest, I don't care how old I am. If you're not my niece or nephew, do not call me auntie. I'm not your aunt. Okay, don't do that. And stop trying to convince this lady that she should accept that. If that's not what she wants to be called, then you don't get to call her that. And then
I think part of the issue too when it comes to this is people struggle with rejection, and when they get rejected, they don't know how to deal with it. Me personally, I've been dealing with rejection majority of my life. So if a stranger online blocks me, I'm not feeling no type of way. I'm not. I handle rejection very well. I'm moving on with my life. That's what I'm gonna do. But I'm like, we talking about a stranger. That's crazy. If it was somebody I know, like somebody blocked me and I know them, like a friend or like some guy was dealing, I would definitely feel some type of way. But it's like I have no emotional ties to someone that I don't know, I've never met. So I'm not gonna feel any type of way if they reject me from being able to view their content.
It's women who will do whole story time saying, would you be upset if the server kept calling your man hun or sweetie or babe in front of you? Like, do you think she was trying to flirt? That's a term of endearment, and you don't like it. And so you don't want them to call your man that. But Jackie Aina's not allowed to say, I don't like that term of endearment. Do not call me that. And she does not have to give you an explanation. She's grown. Y'all be too invested in other people's life and too entitled. And that's why a lot of YouTubers, content creators, once they get their money, they jump ship.
Oh. I think this needs to be talked about simply because, listen, people are setting boundaries, and I think you need to get a higher level of self-awareness and maybe even ask questions about, what they feel comfortable with and what they don't feel comfortable with, because that's all she's doing. She's just exercising boundaries, and you may not like it. And that's the thing. When you set boundaries with people, you may look like a bitch. You may look mean, but the whole purpose is you're doing what makes you feel comfortable. It's not you overcompensating for someone else when you feel uncomfortable. That's what this is all about. Now, her comfortability, like I said, I don't really agree with her metrics on it, but it's her metrics. It's not mine. So I don't know why she got triggered when people were mentioning her last name being changed when it was obviously, changed. I don't get that. But listen, that's what it's all about. Like, you're not gonna, when you set boundaries with people not gonna like it. They gonna call you a bitch. They gonna call you mean. They gonna call you ain't shit. Like, they gonna call you everything but a child of God. So just understand, when you out here setting boundaries, it's not to be nice. It's honestly to be stern and to be firm because you're uncomfortable. It's not about the other person. And that's what the internet don't seem to understand. She don't give a damn about that. She is all about what she feels comfortable with. You can call it weird. You can call it dumb. And I hope you're learning, ladies, that just because somebody thinks you're weird or you're dumb for setting boundaries, that doesn't mean that you lower them. It means that, oh, well, I guess they just don't like me then. And you keep it pushing. That's what it's about. So you can focus on Jackie being weird and mean and all of that. And I'm going to focus on the lesson behind it. That's what I'm focusing on. So it's all what you choose to look at. In my opinion, I'm not tripping about it. Because like I said, I set some boundaries with people too. They was calling me everything but a child of God. And I didn't give a damn because my peace was what I was concerned about. And I had it. And it was safe. My energy was safe. It was protected. So I didn't give a damn. They could have called me all type of names. Did not care. Did not care. So that's what it's really about. Hopefully you're learning. You're not going to please everybody either. Okay. But this part, let me show you. Let me go back. This part I do agree with, though. This is what I agree with right here.
You can't say nothing.
when Jackie Aina went online to change her name, she's definitely been on the internet long enough to know that it would not go unnoticed. She's also been on the internet to know that people do not mind their business. So if it was something that she truly did not want known, unfortunately, you probably should just left your name the same.
Yeah.
Now that I have time and I'm actually even more annoyed, I wasn't going to speak on this, but I don't give a fuck, so I am. So there's a girl on here, a woman on here.
So like I said, that's the part I agree with. If you got blocked because you congratulated her and you weren't being shady, I send my sorrows and my prayers. But I'm moving on. But like, listen, content creators have every right to block you. They do. If you being rude, if you being shady, if you being anything. And like I said, when we first started content creating and people started getting into influencing and all of that, we didn't have any boundaries because we didn't know to have boundaries, because content creating and influencing wasn't a job. There was no manual script or anything like that. So some of us have gone to therapy and we have had these discussions with our therapist, and they're saying, well, my therapist said, well, would you allow them to have access to you if it wasn't through the internet? And I'm like, no. So then my therapist was like, well, why are you allowing them to have access to you through the internet if you wouldn't allow it to happen outside of the internet? And I'm like, you know what, you're right. So I'm gonna start exercising my right to not only set boundaries in real life, but also online. Like if someone is bothering you, someone's being shady, it doesn't matter if you're a content creator or not. You want to focus on your tribe, your community, and that's not being cool and wanting all people online to follow you. Like it's just people who have a certain level of respect for you. And that's what it's all about. It's not about anything else. So like I said, I don't really agree with Jackie's metrics, but who's to say that Jackie isn't in her villain era right now when it comes to blocking people? We don't know what this lady been dealing with as a content creator for how long? 12 plus years. So maybe she's just in her villain era when it comes to social media and just blocking people. That happens too. So like I said, I send my sorrows and my prayers to those that may have been affected. Okay, let's move on. And I'm saying all of this because I'm blocked. Let's just go ahead. I'm blocked. All right, so we're going to move on to Queen. I just feel so bad. And y'all, I do feel bad for Queen. You want to know why? I think this man kind of taunts her and bullies her when it comes to not proposing to her. So their anniversary wasn't that long ago, and he bought her diamond earrings.
It's something that you would press the red button for receipt. Really appreciate it.
Okay. I appreciate anything.
Poor Queen, y'all. Poor Queen, y'all. It's really sad.
Thank you. Let me. Thank you.
He be taunting her. He be taunting the hell out of her, and she just be like, and I'm like, girl, this man hates you. Like, I don't think he loves her at all. I think he hates her, to be honest. Like, who does this? Who does this?
She can never be me.
But then, you know, it's like, I want to feel bad, right? I want to feel bad, right? I do. I want to feel, but then she does this type of stuff. Let me show you.
I got the real deal.
You wish that was you, huh?
I must have been crazy.
Did I see that?
You wish that was you, huh?
So it's saying watching someone propose on TV, seeing this pop up after their 6-year anniversary video is crazy. Listen, she better than me. That man's shit would be at the curb. Listen, I would have been like, hey, yeah, I think you should go on a trip with your boys. He would have got back to that house. Listen, his shit would have been packed up and at the curb. You're not about to keep playing with me. This man is playing in her face. And this ain't the first time he's done this. Like, he continuously does this. Like, he did this last year, and I think the year before that. Even when he creates those thumbnails, like he's about to propose. But then Queen be a part of it, though. So I'm like, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to believe. But I'm telling you, his shit would be at the curb. He would come home from that boys trip, and he'd be like, damn, the door, the locks are changed. I can't get in. That's crazy. And then I would have went to my mama's house, or I would have went to go stay with a friend for a few days, and I wouldn't have been answering my phone. I would be out. That's crazy. But this is what she's putting up with. She sampled a song not that long ago that went viral, and the lyrics are quite interesting. I must say, it is quite interesting. And let's just go ahead and just play it.
Baby, couldn't have gave you more love. There's nothing I could do to save us. And I'm starting to feel like everyone's telling the truth about how you care for some man that chose you. I guess good girls finish last no matter what we do.
I don't know. Like, this is just a mess. Y'all, I feel bad because I do have a heart. I do feel bad. But then I'm like, girl, you be playing a part in your own heartbreak. Like, you be playing a part in getting your feelings hurt. So it's like, I be feeling bad, but then a part of me is just like, but you bringing all of this on yourself. Why? And then why are you doing this to yourself? She should have been done. Girl, I would have left a long time ago. I'm telling you, I would have sent him on a boys trip. He would have came back. Them doors would have been locked. Locks would have been changed. My alarm system code changed. I wouldn't even be at home. He would not be able to find me. My number would be changed. I'd be staying at a friend's or somewhere, maybe at my mother's, probably not my mother's, at a friend that he wouldn't think I would go, or maybe I'll just go get a hotel somewhere and stay for a few days with my 2 kids, and then I would start over. Because no way, I'm not doing it. This is crazy.
No fear. I know it's gonna hurt for a while when you're not here, but it'll hurt me more to stay. I expect for you to try when you don't know what you want. When you don't know what you want.
Girl, and listen, I wish she would come on the internet and gaslight us and say, oh, this isn't about my situation. This isn't about. She repeatedly said, when you don't know what you want, when you don't know what you want. She better not come online. She better not come online and gaslight her followers like that. Her fans, she better not. And that's another thing. There's a trend going on here tonight with content creators, celebrities. They be coming on here gaslighting y'all, and y'all be right because y'all be watching. Y'all do. Y'all be seeing stuff. Y'all be picking up stuff, and y'all be right a lot of times when it comes to the stuff that they be going through. So she better not come on here and gaslight y'all about this situation because we know she's singing about this man. The last single that she had that blew up, it's what made her into a singer, was about her ex. So, girl, come on now. She better not gaslight y'all.
It takes me to be. It doesn't really matter how much you cry. Cause you don't know what you want. No, you don't know what you want. Maybe you know once I'm gone. She didn't stop to think if he was serious.
Let's just move on. I only had nothing else to say about that situation. Okay, so Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer. Now, y'all know I got quiet about this situation. I got real quiet about this situation. And I told y'all why. My day ones, the people that really be locked in with me, I told y'all why I got quiet about this situation. And I'm going to just rip the Band-Aid off because I'm a fire sign. That's what we do. They're back together. Okay, they playing house. They back together. This is not a co-parenting outing. This is we in a relationship outing. They back in the sack. Now there are rumors out here that she may be pregnant, but listen, we get bloated. I get bloated. So Keke may just be bloated. She may not be pregnant, but you know what? I said that the last time about Keke Palmer. You know what happened? She ended up pregnant. So, this could go either way. But I know they in the bed though. I know they woke up and they was rolling around in that bed this morning. You want to know why? Look at their outfit. They matching. She got on white sneakers, and then she got on some shorts, and then they got on the same type of top on. They wearing a hat and you not fooling me. You are not fooling me. Y'all got dressed together this morning, and then y'all took that baby to the zoo. The issue that I have is, Keke, you got everyone invested in your domestic dispute that you have with this man, and now you coming out and you back with this man, potentially pregnant. I gotta add that in there. And we just supposed to be okay with it and not ask no questions or nothing when she never, and this is another thing, she never released the video. She only released frames of the video. So we never saw the video that she had put out here that TMZ had posted. We never saw the video. We only saw frames of the video. So I had to make sure, because I'm like, didn't they have a video? And I was searching for it. I'm like, oh, they never had a video. They only had frames of a video. So we don't even know what really happened. We can only go off of what was being reported at that time. And Darius did upload photos and videos claiming that she also abused him. So that Armand Wiggins was the one that had the information on his YouTube channel. He uploaded photos on Twitter and in his YouTube video where he had scratches on his back, and I think he had bruises and more scratches on his forearm. So and then it is questionable. It's questionable just how all of this kind of played out. But what's even more questionable was, I told y'all not that long ago that Keke Palmer admitted that she used to beat her ex-boyfriend. Hold on. And it was in her book.
Wiggins, whom shared the leaked information that we covered yesterday, he's unearthed an excerpt from Keke's book where she admitted to being abusive in a past relationship. So the book was titled I Don't Belong to You, and it reads this right here. As my resentment grew, my darkness started showing up. Old bad habits, defense mechanisms, hurt people. Sometimes I went off on him just to get a rise out of him. I couldn't express my pain, and the fact that he couldn't see I was hurting caused me, I think, to subconsciously show him through making him feel that same hurt. And just like that, our relationship became physically and emotionally abusive, and mostly on my part. Sometimes we think only guys can be abusive, and it's not true. Things can get out of hand for anyone when you have feelings you ain't dealt with. There was one time in the middle of the night when we got into a crazy fight. I should say morning, because it was like 3 a.m. and I wanted him to leave. He wouldn't, and he wouldn't let me leave. I was texting my best friend, Jamie, the whole time. And like in the movie, she hopped out of her bed without question and came to pick me up. He left when he realized I'd called her to come. But when she dropped me off the next morning, he somehow was right on the couch. He never hit me, but we fought for the first time 2 years of living together. I started to feel so ashamed, as if I was turning into the monster that I promised myself I would never become. This wasn't me. Who was this? How did I end up on this end of it? How? I thought to myself. By the third year, I told myself I couldn't be that person anymore. If that's what this relationship brought out of me, I didn't want it. I was tired of feeling like he was my responsibility, and the fact that our relationship had become codependent in every area. Now let's look at some comments on this post. So this person says survivors admit their wrongdoings.
Now, before we get into it, in my opinion, we really don't know their situation. So this situation could go either way. Did she go back to this man and drop the charges and the custody hearing that she was scheduled to have and all of that because she felt guilty that, there was parts that she played in their issues? I don't know. because we never saw that video. We only saw what took place. Now, this is my opinion. I think her mother and her family put her up to the PR stunt that she pulled when everything was unfolding. And I think they were really in her ear, and her mom particularly, because her mom has a lot of control over Keke as her manager. She seems to be very overbearing. Now, the mother to me is toxic because she doesn't have firm boundaries with her mother. And I kind of understand, like, she's a childhood star, so her mom has really been there advocating for her, protecting her and everything like that, which makes sense. But something about her mother just seems toxic to me, like she's controlling, overbearing. And the reason why she does not like Darius is because they're very similar. He likes control. He's overbearing. He may even come across like protective, but really insecure. And so I think that's the reason why her mother doesn't like Darius, and Darius doesn't like her mother, because they want to use her. They want control over her. And Keke doesn't have really good boundaries when it comes to her mother or Darius. So I think that's the issue here. But again, this situation could really go either way. Maybe she dropped the charges because it could be the typical abuse story where a woman goes back to her abuser and stuff like that. Or it could be the other way around, where she dropped the charges in the court hearing and everything, just let it all go simply because she played a part in all of this. Who knows? But one thing that I do know is we never saw that video, and that video would have cleared up a lot of speculations regarding everything and why she's moving in the way that she's moving, because it doesn't make any sense to us. It does not. She accused this man of some very serious things, and I just don't agree with it at all for her to go back to him knowing that this is what she accused him of doing. So it's just very weird. And then, like I said, it doesn't look like they're just co-parenting. It looks like they are back together. That's what it looks like. So it's very weird to me. It's very, very weird. So like I said, this situation can go either way. I'm gonna just keep my comments regarding Keke's choices and decisions to myself, because I don't know the situation, and this situation is very sensitive. It's a very sensitive topic. It's a very serious topic that has to do with domestic violence. And so for that, I'm gonna just mind my damn business. I'm gonna just wipe my hand with it. But like I said, I think that's the real issue between the mama and Darius, and why they don't really like each other and stuff like that. I think her mother is very overbearing. She doesn't have great boundaries with her. And I think Darius is very similar, and he has control issues. Her mama got control issues, and Keke don't know how to stand up for herself. That's what I think. And she could probably take some lessons from Jackie Aina when it comes to the situation on setting better boundaries. And I understand her mom is her manager, but maybe it's time to make that change. Beyonce had to make that change. So maybe it's time for Keke to make that change when it comes to her mom being a manager, because it seems like it's a lot.
Abusers don't. What is the goal here? So what? Y'all acting like this woman can't go make a complaint because she was in a toxic relationship before. So because she put her hands on a nigga before, she can't go file a report that she's being hit on currently. This person says, I don't know why people are coming at Armand. Y'all are always manipulated by the popular side. It's crazy. Again, he didn't justify her getting abused, but from context of the video in this book, Keke isn't a saint either. Neither is her mother. When you let the bias go, you see.
Y'all, I don't
listen. It's not about me giving Keke credit. I don't think there's a part of me that wants to say she's not innocent, but I don't have any proof. So I don't want to say she's not innocent because she's not the perfect victim. You know what I mean? But is it that if she's not the perfect victim, right? And she was putting her hands on this man, well, she's not the perfect victim. But honestly, I think they're both toxic, and I think that they're both in a toxic relationship where they're putting their hands on each other. That's what I think. And Keke has always been pretty outspoken. And then, you have reactive abuse. So that's the thing. It's like you don't really know what type of abuse or what type of arguments that they really have. You really don't know. So, I mean, like I said, it could go either way. Either she is truly a victim in this situation where this man is just abusing her and she ran back to her abuser, or it could be that she too is part of the problem. I don't know. I wonder what her mom has to say, but Keke is not going to address any of this. She's just going to let whatever she's just going to let this blow over. She's probably not going to address anything or make any comments because her situation has never been really public. Her private life has never been public until this relationship. And I think she wants things to go back to that, especially if she's pregnant. And I hope she's not pregnant, though. I really do. I hope she's not pregnant.
But this is a pretty typical abuse pattern, right? Getting back together with the abusive person, back and forth. And that is why we talk a lot about on this app about how pick-me's are dangerous. Because we've got videos of this guy. She had video evidence of this guy abusing her.
We never saw the video. We never saw it. We heard about a video. We saw frames of the video, but we didn't see the video. So because we didn't see no video, and then Darius is making his claims and Keke is making hers, they're both uploading. He uploaded photos and she uploaded frames of a video. I don't know. Like I said, it could go either way. It could go both ways. Who knows?
And if this story is true, she's going back to him. Like, it's difficult to be friends with someone and support them when they behave like this, because this kind of attitude, constantly making excuses for their abuser, going back to them, just because, they're the father of your child. Being in a relationship with someone, marrying someone, dating someone, just because you're having their baby is a stupid ass reason to do something. And this is a controversial opinion that I have, but I'm of the mind that sex and relationships and reproduction are two different things. And while some people think that it was a mistake for the culture to separate them, I still don't think.
Where did y'all see the video? Put the link in the chat. Let me pull it up. I haven't seen no video. Where's the video? Send me the video. Oh my God, not. Let me see. Because why is nobody playing the video? Okay. That's what I'm saying. That's what y'all gotta be careful running with stuff, because that's part of the problem. I'm looking it up on Twitter and I'm like, there was no video, y'all. There was only screenshots. We only saw the frames. We did not actually see a motion video. Yes, she made claims that it was a video, but we never saw an actual video. We only saw frames, photos of a video. They removed it off X. That's what I'm saying. Like, and y'all saw the motion clip. Y'all saw a motion clip? because I did not see that. I'm gonna look for it because that's what. And then I thought it was so weird how everything kind of unfolded because I was like, okay, I'm assuming we'll see the motion video when this goes to court, and then she just dropped the case. So that's why I was like, well, what happened? Okay, that's what I'm like. See, and that the chat is so 50-50. I'm like, y'all, listen, if that footage was out there, it would have been everywhere. It's not on Twitter. They would have had to scrub that video from all over the internet. We never saw it because I was waiting on it. That was part of the reason why I went quiet. I was like, I'll just wait for the video to come out. But the video never came out. We only got those frame shots.
That they're separate enough. Because for the life of me, I can never understand why we use the most unstable relationship form, romantic love, to do one of the most important things we do as humans, like raise little humans into adults. As important as that is to do well, not just for the benefit of yourself and your child, for the benefit of society, because there's a ripple effect when you raise a shitty human. That human goes out into the world and just wreaks havoc on everybody in their path. So the least stable relationship form is always used to do this thing inside. Those should be totally separate. We should be raising children in community with women, and our romantic and sexual relationships with men should be different things. You need to compartmentalize those in your head, because if we don't, we'll keep forming relationships with people we shouldn't be forming relationships with just because we want to have a baby or we are having a baby with them. And I think that clouds your judgment in terms of choosing a partner. Both those choices, to become a mother and to choose a partner, should be intentional, and they should be separate in your brain. Those are two separate conversations you have to have up here and in here. Because when you conflate those things, you end up doing something that's dangerous for you. That ends up putting you at risk, your life at risk, and the future and life of this little person that you're hoping to bring into the world.
The reason why I'm playing this video is because, listen, it's 2024. Women are exposing themselves when they come online. They play victim a lot. Like, there was a girl that was just scamming. I didn't talk about it, but she was just scamming. I think she came on TikTok and she said that she almost got kidnapped and she had to jump out of a moving vehicle because she was almost kidnapped. Let me see if I can pull that up. And she lied. And I'm just like, girl, why would you lie about something like that? And people were donating, people were sharing, and people were doing all of this stuff. Let me see if I can find it. And I was going to talk about it, but then, did y'all see that? I was just like, girl, why would you come online and lie about something so serious? So she lied, and then people started exposing her.
Yesterday, I almost died jumping out of a moving lift because the Lyft driver was trying to kidnap me. So I work at the Clinton Outlets in Connecticut. If you live in Connecticut, you know the Clinton Outlets is exit 63. I live in New Haven, Connecticut, which is about 30-minute ride. When I got a female driver, I was so happy, y'all, so happy. And the crazy thing about it is Lyft had gave me a female driver, and then Lyft switched it and gave me another female driver because she was closer. Yesterday, Lyft gave me a notification saying, okay, your ride is outside. So, I got my things ready, got my bag. I went outside. The license plate, the car, the driver, everything matched the picture on Lyft. Everything was correct. Okay, the driver, she had like this accent. I can tell she was foreign. Before we got off exit 63, she was on the phone with some man. And she was like explaining to them what I was wearing. I didn't think too much of it because first she was speaking another language. I don't know what she was speaking on the phone with this man. The language she was speaking, it sounded like she was from the Middle East. But she said something in English when she was on the phone with the man, which is weird because she was speaking another language. And then all of a sudden she started to say dark skin, red sweater. When she said red sweater, dark skin. When she said red sweater, dark skin, I had on a red sweater and I'm dark skinned. So she was describing whoever she was on the phone with. She was describing me to that person, what I was wearing, how I looked, which was weird. I did not think too much of it because I was about to be to work. I was almost to my destination. So you know what? Even though I was nervous, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just let God handle the rest. You know, I'm about to be to my destination. I'm gonna just let her take me to my destination. But we got off exit 63. Okay, so I'm back to finish the story. I'm so sorry, y'all. I could not finish the video the other day. I was not right emotionally. I had a lot on my plate. The incident happened. That is why my face looks better. But the damage is already done. The trauma is still there. Let me finish the story. Okay, so we got off exit 63. The Lyft driver.
The girls are just coming on here lying, y'all. They just lying. I'm not even gonna finish it because I just wanted y'all to see how she came on like that to get people's reaction, right? And then in the next frame, this is how she came. And then people started exposing her. She's a known scammer. That's what they saying.
She had to turn left to get to my destination once you get off exit 63. The Lyft driver had her left turn signals on. Mind you, she had her left turn signals on. So she knew she had to turn left. Even the GPS told her she had to turn left. Guess what she did? She ended the ride and got back on the highway. We were almost to my destination. She got back on the highway while I was still in the car. I'm like telling her, ma'am, you passed my destination. What are you doing? This lady did not say nothing. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing? She told me to shut up. She didn't have to tell me nothing else. I jumped out that car so fast. I jumped out the car while it was moving. That shit hurt so bad. I thought I was going to die because she was going fast. Like, you know, when somebody's trying to kidnap you, they try to go fast. They try to like get away with it fast. That's how fast she was going while I was jumping out the car. You know, that day I thought I was never going to see my mom.
This is what the red flag was for me. You know when someone is trying to kidnap you? No, I don't know when someone's trying to kidnap me what that's like. So we just need to be more discerning when it comes to these situations and stop automatically putting the woman in that victim role because she may be playing you like she just may be playing in your face. And I don't like that because it takes away from real victims. It takes away from believing Black women. Like it just strips so much away from us. So you should be discerning first. So then she got exposed. This girl exposed her. What is it? This girl?
New Haven. So usually I don't do this. I grew a lot. I'm not drama or nothing like that, but I just can't sit and watch. This came to my spirit. I can't sit and watch somebody scam people that I know is a scammer. This girl, when I was sick in a hospital in ICU, she scammed me for $1,350. I have proof, messages, everything. She's a scammer. She'll do anything, say anything to get $1. I mean, say anything. She will do anything. Like she's sold me these same stories before and scammed me out of $1,350. So be very careful with this story that sound so believable. And even if it is, may God bless her. I don't wish bad on nobody. I would never wish death on nobody. But at the end of the day, she's a known scammer. I'm from New Haven. So she make a fool like, TikTok and social media, but I know her personally, and she's known for scamming. Plenty of people could back this up. Plenty of people know her. And if y'all go down to my page from like 2 years or last year, you will see that I had blasted her before for scamming. Like this is what she's known for in New Haven. She owe a lot of people money in New Haven. So be very careful when you guys are sending your hard-earned money to this girl. Story may sound sad, story may sound believable. Anybody could come to social media and start crying and saying something happened to them for money and be saying it. She may have made, I don't know. But like I said, it came to my spirit to just put this out there so people could know. This girl, Drea, is a scammer. She scams real, and she owes a lot of us money in New Haven. So you TikTokers, be safe and be easy when y'all sending this girl money because she has a GoFundMe. This is scam. This whole thing screams scam. She did this to me before. This is a scam. I'm sorry, I just can't watch people get scammed out of money. People work hard for their money. So y'all be careful, because I had to learn the hard way.
She wasn't the only one. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see. I think, is it this one? Or was it under here? Yeah, like this, that's crazy. Yeah. There was another girl that came forward. She said, this is my ex-client. She lied about having a BBL. She lied about living in a high-rise in Atlanta. She lied about being at and included in Jada Waiter's pop-up event. She would screen record girls' stories and put her voice in the background as if she was there. Girl, and they just outing her. So let me see if I can find the rest, because it's on here. And then it's also on Facebook. Is this the same girl? This is somebody else, y'all. This is somebody else. So somebody else called her out too on Facebook. So she said, and this was back in January 7th, 2022. She said, I've been calm and quiet for over a month, but two things I don't play about is my child and my money. Females will sis you, I love you, and scam you out your money just to live a lifestyle for the internet. I changed a lot, because if you know me, you know, don't trust her or do business with her. It's all lies. She scammed me for $1,350. I done prayed for this girl, because to scam me ain't nobody ever. I help people daily. I was in the worst condition. She didn't care if this was my last dollar to my name or if my child had Christmas, but I'm her sis and she loved me. I handle things differently now, but please do not do business with her. All those methods of business plans are fake. Everything she posts is fake. You won't hear from her after, because she moved to Atlanta. Pray, I don't know what she means by that. Okay. So listen, she be out here scamming. So yeah, it's just hard. It's so sad, because it's really hard to trust people online now. Somebody posted Carly Russell. So my point is, don't be quick to make women online who come online with a sob story, don't be quick to make them a victim. Like, really use your discernment and really evaluate the situation. That's all I'm gonna say, including Keke Palmer, because like I said, it could really go either way. And the way she's moving, it really doesn't make sense. And like I said, it could be that she is the victim and she ran back to the abuser, or it could be that they were both putting their hands on each other and they're in a toxic relationship. We don't know. So, and we won't know, because she dropped the restraining order case and the custody case that she had coming up, and she dropped that 3 months ago. So we don't know. And then it looks like she may be actually pregnant by this man. So we don't know. So I'm going to move on to Jasmine Brown. She's currently going viral for gaslighting her followers and her fans. And the reason why her fans feel gaslit is because she used to have these segments on her platforms. One was like her Hey Bestie segments, and then the character Toya Turn Up. And she used to come after a lot of women that would be in the same exact position that she's in, with being a single mother, being a pick-me, and everything like that. So let's just get into this one too.
From people who felt like Toya Turn Up or Watch Jazzy used to preach one thing through her comedy. But then now she's at a different point in life. So they were trying to hold you to that standard. How did that make you feel in that moment?
It's crazy, because it's like, dang, like I can't evolve. Y'all want me to stay the same. It was like, y'all want me to be single so bad, and you're mad because I'm not. That's your soundbite. Take that one. Like, there you go. Y'all want me to be single so bad. Right. And it's like, why can't I? If everybody's out here looking for love, why?
Essentially, I would think that most people are, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, okay, even though, companionship, love, somebody, a warm body, whatever it is, it's like, you don't necessarily want to be alone. And if you and if you're telling yourself that, I think you're lying to yourself. Because eventually, you know, I read something the other day that was like, if you have nobody checking for you to make sure you made it home safe, nobody to wake up early for and have to do anything for, nobody home or waiting for you when you get home, is that freedom or is that loneliness?
Coming to a city near you, my new live.
Y'all, that's crazy. That's so crazy. Listen, this is the part where I be like, dang, they really do be gaslighting y'all. I say y'all, and the reason I say y'all is because some of y'all be making excuses for them, but no, they're gaslighting you. That woman just sat up there and she was like, I can't evolve into a third-time baby mama. That's crazy. How do you eat? Listen, it would be different if she was the one and only baby mama. I'd be like, all right, girl, the third, and I literally said on this platform, I was like, ladies, we can get rid of the third baby mama, okay? We can't really get rid of the first baby mama, right? Because some women are still going to take that chance with that guy. But the third one, that's crazy. So I guess she's evolving out here in these streets. I don't know what type of ascension that is. I don't. I've never seen it, never heard of it. But I guess she, and then listen to this too. There's a consistent pattern with people bringing God into it. Yes, she about to bring God into it. Hold on.
Show a day with Kay.
If you want that, whoa, I can give you more. Come on, yeah, let's go.
For sure, if you're comfortable with the person. Because I'm doing shit I never did before. I'm just like, I would have never done this, but you know what? I'm comfortable with this person and I feel safe.
Do you have an example?
You're like, have an example? Yeah, that.
Do you do it for you or do you do it for them?
I do it for him because for me, I'm not at a place where I like it yet. We had one successful time.
Hey, besties. I know I'm gonna offend some people, but trust me, this is coming out of love. This message is for all the pick-me's. Pick-me's are women who try to do everything right just so a man can choose me. Yeah, cut that shit out. Because I'm gonna keep it real with you. Men already know what they want in a woman and who they want. But if you're so nurturing and you're an asset and it's not you, they'll never tell you to stop doing what you're doing because it's beneficial. And I don't want to hear none of that shit like, oh, I'm just a nice person. I'm genuinely like that. Well, bitch, you gonna genuinely get played.
Maybe that's what she means. She evolved from that mindset to the Lovers and Friends podcast mindset. I don't know. I think that's crazy. But she evolved out of the mindset and it made her a baby mama. It made her the third baby mama. That's crazy. I guess. You know what I really want from Jasmine? I just want Jasmine to be like, yo, I know I used to do the Hey Bestie segments back in the day. And I know I used to play the character Toya Turn Up. And I used to go in on the baby mamas. But I met Cam and I wanted a baby and the pockets, they was pocketing. You know what I mean? The bag, it was there. And I was like, damn, you know what? This is probably the best I'm going to get. So I'm just going to give in and I'm going to settle. I mean, I'm going to settle with a man that has a lot of money. Just be real. I think that's what her followers, her fans, I think that's what people are really wanting is for her to just be real about her decision. And it's not to like, well, some people may rub it in your face because you were creating those Hey Bestie segments and you were creating the Toya Turn Up and you were going in on the baby mamas and things like that. And so I think some may rub it in, but that, hey, I mean, I really do. I think it's her ego that won't allow her to just admit, like, you went from making this content with this message and now you're saying this and it's not matching up. Like, that's what people have an issue with.
I was like, God, I know you ain't talking to me. And I was like, and I'm talking out loud like this. I said, go on tour. I said, and do what? And say what?
Right.
How? Oh, I'm the third one. He got all these kids and I'm this and that. What am I gonna call it, God?
And he said, yep.
Baby mama number 3, third time's a charm. And then I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
I was like, that's it.
So this is in turn you taking, for example, not Toya Turner per se, but using the content and the following and the comedic aspect of it and then now making it your own based on your current situation.
Yes. And I was just like, you know, and I called my agent and I was like, how do you feel about this idea? She's like, Jazz, that is brilliant. And I was like, because I already know what they're going to say about me.
Right.
But if I can beat them to it and say it first,
right,
you ain't got nothing on me.
Right.
You going to say I'm the third one. Okay, and I said that already.
Right.
You going to say this is sixth child. Okay, and I said that already.
Right.
You going to say all the things.
Right.
You gonna say, oh, you did all that shit for a nigga who ain't even put a ring on it? I said that in my stand-up.
Coming to a city near you, my new live show.
That is just the craziest thing. Girl, that's crazy. Listen, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Listen, ladies, I have a question. Is it God that you're really talking to, or is it your ego? I'm gonna need you to self-check yourself on that, because I don't think God is talking to you. I think it's your ego that's saying these things. And I think you need to come to grips about that, because you need to really go talk to God and stop talking to your ego. Because, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. So we got to move on to the next one. It doesn't stop. We got a long list today. So LaLa Milan is currently going viral, and I feel bad too. This is another one. I have a heart. I feel bad. The reason why I feel bad is because people keep attacking her regarding her looks. Like, oh, like, why would a man that looks like this be into you? There's a lot of that, but then there's also a lot of people saying, you know, he looks sweet, and they're questioning his sexuality, which I understand. I get that. But it's really being driven by her looks more than him looking sweet. And the reason why I say that is because there is some jealousy. You got an audience, mainly women, that follow you and support you. And you got this guy, and he's attractive. He has a really nice smile. He has clear skin. He models and stuff like that. And yeah, you're going to get a little bit of hate. But I just got to be honest. If we take the looks away and we take how he behaves and how he carries himself, I don't think he's serious about her, not because of her looks. I don't think he's serious about her because he's too much into himself. He is way, 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 way too much into himself. I don't know why she decided to start a family with this man, because it's clear he's more into himself than he is into being in a relationship with her and settling down and having a family. And I think that's what we need to focus more on. Less on the outer, more on the fact that this man is not giving, I'm ready to be a dad, I'm ready to be a father, I potentially am ready to be a husband. It's giving, I'm ready to hit the streets, I'm trying to get my career to take off, I'm trying to make some things happen, I'm trying to make some things shake when it comes to what I want to do and where I want to be in the next 5 to 10 years. And it doesn't involve her or that child. And it's just, he gives me a lot of me energy. That's what he gives. And the reason why he is wanting to clear things up with, she shot her shot with me first, like she slid in my DMs. The reason why he's wanting to clear it up is because he gives me opportunist energy, and he knows that that's what people think of him. So even though he went on live and he told an embarrassing story about how they met and how they started talking and everything like that, the reason why he keeps bringing it up is because people feel like he's an opportunist, and he gives me that vibe. He does. He moved to LA and he started his, I think he was already modeling, but it was a good career move for him to move to LA. So let me just go ahead and play this. I don't know where he's from. Let me know where he's from if you know in the chat box. Is he from Atlanta? Because I think he moved to LA. I know he moved to LA, but I don't know where he moved from. He also has a 3-year-old daughter as well, for those wondering. So it's not like he's abandoned families that he started before. So,
well, shit, like what? I like the way you dunk, and it really just went from there, man. So funny. No, I didn't shoot my shot first. She hates when I say this. I don't slide in nobody's DMs. I don't. Well, all right, so bam, October 14th, I had a screenshot I put in my close friend because I'm like, this supposed to mean knowing damn well she on who. She gonna put the fire. So let me show y'all the video. So why would I post it for the public? Like this for the close friends to see. That was in 2021. I screenshot out like, come on, man. She don't know about no damn basketball. She wouldn't have kept scrolling because you want to know what she told me? She said no matter what I posted that day, she was going to comment fire emoji. She said I could have been eating cookies. She would exactly comment. She said she was going to put the fire emoji anyway. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I don't slide nobody DMs, man. I be chilling. Nah.
How did she get somebody like him?
And this is the part where I agree with LaLa. I don't agree with the man that she chose. I don't, because there's too many red flags for me. But I agree with LaLa. I don't like how people are just making it about how she looks versus how he looks. And I don't think that he's really into you and things like that. And it's just like, men can be into you beyond what you look like. But LaLa is actually beautiful. Like, I believe beauty is beyond just the surface. It's your spirit, it's your aura, it's how you carry yourself, it's your personality, it's how you take on life, it's your view on life, it's your humor. So it's just crazy how people only want to focus on her outer and that's it. But there's so much more that she offers the world. And you keep comparing just the outer with his outer. And it's like she has so much more beauty than just the outer. So and then some of y'all, some of the girls that be cute and exotical and pretty and all that, y'all be having nasty personalities. Nobody want to be around you, and your spirit is dark. So a woman can be even more beautiful with her spirit, her nature, her personality, her humor, how she views the world, how she takes on the world. It ain't always about just the outer stuff, but it's social media. So that's what I don't like about this situation. But I don't like him for her. I wish she would have chose someone else. Someone that is not so me all the time. Like, that's the energy he gives, and he comes across as an opportunist. I just wish she would have picked someone else. But hey, it's her life.
Another thing in the Black community is that everything is based off of what people deem to be a look. And they just judge it straight off of looks. Those are the same exact ones who men will get with and dog them out. You know why? Because they're only with them for their looks. They are with them for the look of what their friends think. They're with them for the look of it being popularity. They're with them for the look of a society.
Wait a minute. I don't know what happened. Let me go back. It just X me out. Hold on. Not too far back. I don't know. That's StreamYard. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard to be doing that funny stuff.
Outside of my physical that keeps him here. Honey, I'm an amazing. Y'all know me. Everything I touch turn gold. Anybody who I'm with, I add value.
Period, sis.
Honey, the way that I treat my man when I'm with him.
Listen, the reason why I'm playing this video is because sis got that worship a man complex, and you gonna hear it come out. You are. I think this is true, Bunny. She ignored the red flags because he looks good. I think it's true. But you gonna hear it a little bit. You gonna hear it. You gonna hear it a little bit. Let me just continue.
Yeah. Okay. I don't need a man for nothing. I add to what he got going on. Whatever he does for me is a bonus. I'm not gonna lie. I'm different. And I can confidently, can I talk my shit? Cause what? And it's always ducks talking about how. The fuck you mean how? Sis, take a page out of my book and maybe you could get you a dude instead of you being so negative and bitter, focusing on somebody's looks. If we going off of looks, you shouldn't be talking at all.
Do you have a type? Yeah.
I hope everything goes well, because if not, man, they're not gonna let her hear the last of it. So that's the situation. It sounded like she's building him. Yeah, she's the come up woman, and I don't think that she sees it that way. Everyone is focusing on her looks, and like I said, I think she's beautiful. I don't know what y'all seeing, but I think she's beautiful. It's just y'all so focused on the outer, and I'm really concerned with how this man carries himself and how I feel he's using her, and he sees her as a come up, like she's an opportunist, like he's an opportunist, and he's taking advantage, and she don't really see it like that. So I'ma mind my business. Listen, it's her life. I just hope the girls are learning from these situations, because if you don't like how these things are turning out, don't be that girl. Don't be that girl. Learn from other people. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Kayla Nicole. People are like, why is Kayla up here? People feel like she keeps talking about her ex Travis Kelce. And let's just get into what she had to say. They keep talking about, oh, she hasn't moved on. Like, she keeps bringing this man up. She needs this man for clout and all of this other stuff. And so she was on a podcast and she was talking about her dating life and her healing journey.
Was their family. And then you touch the stove anyways and you burn your hands. Like, okay, well, how many times are we going to keep touching the stove? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm open to trying new things.
Yeah.
My type male, I would say, is, someone of great character, loves their family, 6'5", is driven, is very forthright, has abs. There's things that I like, but I'm not negotiable. Yeah, but just a few. Nothing physical though. No, that's changed over time. I really am just like open to whoever is going to be just like a good, loving, down to earth, fun person that I can have a good time with.
Right. Do you feel like your last public relationship kind of made you change the idea of what you want in a person? Or you always
I think
value those things?
Just men in general.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
I would never put that on my last relationship. I think men in general in today's society are just tough. Women are tough. We're humans, just like tough. You know what I mean? To deal with. But
the men aren't easy either.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like both sides of the coin. But no, I think that just dating, especially in today's society, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
It's a challenge that I'm not going to stress myself out about. I think people too put a lot of pressure on women to like, well, when are you going to get married? When are you going to have kids?
Oh, yeah.
And there's so many options now. I just told my mom the other day, I think I'm going to freeze my eggs. I think that's the next step for me, because it's like no pressure. When I get to it, I'll get to it.
Right.
I'm not stressing about getting married. I'm not stressing about having kids.
The reason why Kayla made it up here is because I really want to see the girls move more in silence. I don't know what it's like to go through a public breakup and it be another person that is also in the public eye. But I think the girls need to learn how to start moving more in silence. And the reason is because you're putting too much of yourself out here. You're giving too much of yourself to people that you don't know. And like you may be trying to form a community and talk to certain people and like really be vulnerable with certain people, but it could also block your blessings as well when you overshare and you give so much to people when it comes to your life. So what I want to see more of is women moving in silence. Stop talking about your dating life so much online. Stop talking about your future plans and things like that. Just keep it more to yourself. And I know that in most cases, because she went through a public breakup, people want to keep bringing up her ex. But I think she needs to start setting boundaries with people like, hey, I don't want to talk about that anymore. So if she keeps bringing them up and then she's putting herself out here to date and she has to keep talking about her ex, I mean, he can start blocking her from potentially meeting anyone new if she keeps bringing them up. So I think like she just needs to start moving in silence, moving forward, especially when it comes to her ex or just her dating life, because with everything that's going on with Travis and Taylor Swift, people are always going to associate with her when it comes to any little thing that happens. So to break free and like really disconnect, she has to start moving in silence when it comes to her personal life, her love life, her future plans because it's not going to help her move forward.
Like, y'all got it. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen.
Yeah. I'm so curious to know, though, your type prior to this, because you said this is your type now, but I would love to know what was your type before. Like, girl.
Gosh, my type before.
Yeah.
It's not even, it's still the same thing, like personality and...
In this interview, she didn't say his name, but she's bringing him up by speaking on, well, based off of your past or based off of your past relationship, that's still talking about him. You may not be saying his name, but that's still talking about him. That's what I'm saying. Change the conversation completely and talk about something outside of your dating life. That's what I'm saying. You keep talking about your dating life, like these dating story times and things like that. And then women keep wondering why their dating life is not successful. It's not going in the direction that they want. Is because you keep oversharing. You're telling people about your plans and they can energetically block them from happening because you keep telling people about your plans. You got to keep some stuff to yourself and move in silence.
You know, like moral compass, and it's still the same. But I think that, you know, when you're young, you think I'm 5'10". When I put heels on, I'm 6'2". Like, I really need my boyfriend to be taller than me. And I really want him to be physically active as me, which means like, obviously there's some sort of like physicality. There's going to be some sort of like gym routine in there.
Yeah.
Typically guys that work out every day.
Yeah.
What do they do for a living?
Oh.
Those guys.
Yeah.
And I think that it was a naive perspective and almost like attraction too. You know what I mean? You grow up and you learn a lot. Like, I don't really care how much you work out.
Yeah.
Like, I care about how you treat people.
Right.
I care about how honest you are with yourself and you are with me. Like, those are the things that matter to me now.
Yeah. And you know, with being in the spotlight, sometimes too, you have to deal with like, you know, there's people who support you, but there's also like, could be negative comments, you know, trolls on the internet. So how do you deal with sometimes like the negativity and the rumors?
Gosh, it's hard. It's so hard. I think I take it day by day too, because lately it ramps up and then it'll go away and then it'll ramp up again and go away. So I keep trying to give myself grace because sometimes I am affected by it. Sometimes it really hurts my feelings.
Of course, yeah.
Sometimes it will, trigger that negative, mind spiral of like, oh, like maybe what they're saying is actually true. But I just always remind myself that people that say those negative things online are never happier. You know what I mean? They're never in a peaceful place in life. They never have more than what I have in terms of like confidence or strength or mental fortitude. They never have more. It's always someone who's coming from a negative space in their own life. And I can't attach myself to that. Like, I can't allow that to impact me and the journey that I'm on and the place that I've really worked to get to.
Yeah.
I cannot do that.
Like, don't anyone get the back to you?
No, I can't do it. And sometimes it happens though. Like, and I also have to give myself grace. I, allowed myself to feel things and then I release it. Like, I'm not going to fight that either. But it's hard for sure.
Did you have to respond to any negative comments as of recent? And if so, like, what was it?
No, I was tempted to. I was very, very tempted to, but I don't even allow myself to do that because I'm so sick of it just turning into this like snowball effect.
That's what it's kind of sounding like. It sounded like she would go after the athletes or they had to play some type of professional sport. And it's crazy because I think she went to school for sports journalism or something like that. So yeah, she has a type and I think she's trying to grow out of that type, because her type keeps getting her outcomes that she doesn't want. So her desires are not matching her choices are not matching her true desires. So she's making some changes. But again, we don't need to know that.
In the press and stuff, I just at this point my best move is a simple block and keep it moving. I just don't even respond. It's not worth my time.
And the reason is because people will take what she's saying in this video and like weaponize it and then make it about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Like, people are already trying to do that about this, and I'm like, listen, let this girl move on with her life. Why y'all keep bringing her up when it comes to Travis Kelce? Because it's that too. It's Taylor Swift's or the Swifties bringing her up. And then some of Travis Kelce's fans keep bringing her up. And then she'll talk about her love life. And it's like, I would just cut this off completely, like not talking about my love life at all, because clearly it's triggering a group of people that she doesn't even know, fans that she doesn't even know. Not her fans, but like other people that she don't know. So I would just not talk about it anymore, because that's the only way it's going to stop.
Anymore. Going through a makeup process, like in general, what have you learned about yourself? Just
gosh, I think that if anything, I've learned that you gotta just like laugh it off. Like life just doesn't ever have to be that serious. Like my new response now is like, I never went through a breakup. I've been single my whole life. That never happened.
Yeah.
It's so in the rearview mirror now. And I'm really happy to be in the chapter that I'm in my life. Like there's so many exciting things happening. I think when you're going through a breakup, and anyone can relate to this, you feel like your life is over and the world is ending and nothing is ever going to be the same. You're never going to be happy again, but you will.
Yeah.
Like you absolutely will. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. You have to just keep putting, one foot in front of the other.
Yeah. Sometimes you might not see that light right away, but
oh girl, no, it's gonna be dark.
Yeah.
It's gonna get real dark. Yeah. It's gonna get dark.
Yes.
But that happens. And I've been through so many breakups in life, and I feel like every time I'm a Scorpio. I'm an empath. I feel things very deeply. So it's always like,
yeah,
when am I going to feel love again? But it'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen in the right season, in the right time. I think what's important is that you do the work in that interim period. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Going through a breakup is already hard itself. But when you have such a big platform like yours, it's like, everybody wants to see your business. Everyone knows what's going on.
Yeah.
So what advice could you give to someone that's trying to get over their ex?
Ooh, I think one major tip would be keep it off the internet.
Now, what was y'all saying about how she don't ever talk about this man? That's why she made it up here. This is going viral because she keeps like bringing up her love life and then how to get over an ex and stuff like that. And it looks bad. And the reason why it looks bad is because, well, Travis has moved on. I don't know how long. I know Taylor and them, they've been together for what, a year and a half? So it kind of gives like, oh, poor me, a Black woman who got left for a white woman. That's what it's kind of, and I'm single and I'm struggling with my dating life. That's why people are upset. Like they just want her to like either be quiet about it or move on and meet somebody else and stop bringing it up, which I understand. And maybe this is triggering to other Black women because they don't like how it looks. And listen, she is living her life just like the rest of us, and she's trying to figure it out. And like I said, I've never gone through a public breakup, so I don't know what the rules are, what you should and should not do. Like I really don't know, but I will say moving in silence will probably help her situation the best. I do.
What people don't know about, they can't pick apart. Privacy is like the policy for me right now.
Yeah.
And I think really should be for everyone. If you feel inclined to share a relationship on social media, do it. But I also think if there's this like really weird expectation to do that, to overshare, to share every minute detail of our personal lives, and it's not necessary. Like, nobody even, you don't owe anybody that. You know what I mean? So keep it close to the chest as much as possible.
Right. So you feel like since your last public relationship going forward, you want others to be more private as possible?
Absolutely. I mean, I can't, never say never. I don't know what I will do in the future, but I think initially for sure we'll just protect my peace. I don't owe anyone anything at all. So I might not ever post my significant other ever again.
Right. Have you been able to like put yourself out there again? Have you been dating? How do you feel about the dating pool now?
It's trash. Trash. Like there's so many fish in the sea. I'm like, where? It's giving trash. Trash in the sea. I'm dating for sure. I'm not in a relationship though. I think I'm just enjoying my independence. I have this cute little bachelorette pad. Like it's just me and my 2 dogs in there. I really don't need any male energy interrupting my space and my time. Like I've got a lot on my plate right now. And so I really am enjoying focusing on me and, building my brand and my businesses and just enjoying myself, traveling, doing all the things.
Taking care of you, finding that balance.
Absolutely.
Do you have a preference when it comes to like putting yourself out there and dating? Like, do you like social media, dating apps, meeting in person?
I have this dream that I'm going to meet my husband in the grocery store, but I don't even go there. So I don't really know why I think that's going to happen. But I would love to meet a guy organically. Instagram is like the number 1 dating app. No one's saying that, but like it's literally like the number 1. It's Hinge. It's Tinder.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of
Raya. It's all of those things. Like that's all on Instagram. I feel like I meet a lot of guys via Instagram. I don't want to do that anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
Stay out of my DMs. All right. I'm going to turn them off soon.
So before you guys get scammed.
Oh God. We almost done, y'all. Listen, Kayla, I just really want her to level up. I want her to win so bad. I do, but she got to start moving in silence. Stop telling the internet too much of your business when it comes to your relationship. That's the only way you're going to find love and be happy and at peace. The internet just needs to think that you're single and it just needs to be that way. And it is so crazy because I feel like Kayla could get a really nice guy. Like, I don't think that she's not an attractive woman. She's also educated. I feel like she's a great candidate for a great guy. I just think she has to take a step back from oversharing and telling the internet too much about your personal romantic relations. Because if you're actively trying to attract something, you just can't tell too many people about it. You have to move in silence and allow that energy to kind of come to you, and maybe not even put that much focus on it. Maybe focus on something else, but stop talking about it. Stop oversharing with so many people. And when you hop online, it's like you're telling a lot of energies your business, and they can energetically block your blessings or things that may want to come into your personal space, because you are attracting that energy. But if you have other energies that you're telling, it could block you from receiving that. So let's practice discernment and not overshare. That's all I'm gonna say. And I think that's her level up, but I think she'll get what she's looking for, though. I do. I'm wishing her well. Okay, let's move on to Erica Mena. I had to save this for last because Erica Mena is exhausting. She is. And the reason why I don't really feel bad for her situation with Safaree is because she always gave, I'm the exception. I'm better. I'm the exception. I'm better. I'm the exception. I'm better because I look like this and I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. So this woman is bitter and she's scorned. And to a certain degree, I'm like, I understand why. Cause like this man, he ain't shit. But I'm just also like, girl, you really thought that you were the exception to the rule, and you're finding out that you're not, and you're having a hard time dealing with this. Now, some people are saying, well, I understand why Safaree don't want to be there for them kids, because your mouth, your energy, like everything about you is just like, damn, I wouldn't want to come over there and pick up them kids either, because you're online ranting every time this man does something that triggers you. And you, at this point, you know who you married, you know who you had children with, you know what you like, you're aware of what you've gotten yourself into. So it's like at some point you have to accept that this is your situation and stop running to the internet every time this man does something that triggers you. Safaree, he seems like the type where he creates his own drama, his own chaos, his own dysfunction, and then he avoids. And so I think the reason why he's not coming around and looking after his children is because he created this woman. He created this woman that's scorned and that's bitter. And Safaree is the type that will run and avoid instead of manning up and being a man about what he freaking did. He created this situation. He created this dynamic with Erica and his children, and he needs to man up and he needs to deal with it. I'm not going to make an excuse for a man not showing up for his kids. That's ridiculous. You created this woman. You married this woman. You had kids with this woman as well. And you need to be there for those kids. This is ridiculous. Two adults just, I don't even know how they stayed married for as long as they did.
All right, I'm gonna turn them off soon.
So before you guys get scammed like I did by this waste man overnight wannabe prophet, this individual has no idea that his children have actually started school. Yeah, your daughter is officially in pre-K and started yesterday. And here I am feeling guilty because I wasn't there due to work. And while I'm feeling guilty, motherfuckers is out here trying to make the world believe that they actually have a charity because they care about other people's children. How can you care about anybody else's children when you don't even care about your own? You miss out on birthdays by choice. You miss out on Christmas by choice, all because you think missing out in their lives makes me suffer. Wake up call. I could fill in for you at any time, and I've proven that.
I have a question. Are any of y'all believing what Safaree is doing? Safaree could never scam me. He couldn't even scam me with a marriage. You know what I mean? He couldn't scam me with a marriage. He wouldn't even be able to scam me with kids. He certainly wouldn't be able to scam me with a charity. That's crazy. Like, what? That's crazy.
But your non-existence in my children's life does not make me miserable. It actually has helped me progress so much. But now you're on the internet playing with my kids because you don't even do for them unless it's something that's taken out of your little measly child support. I got to sit back and watch my kids literally suffer already as it is because you're their daddy. While you play with other people's children and you don't even notice that your daughter has started school yesterday and you probably could have been the parent to fill in the void and at least made it so she had one of us in the building for that big moment. Don't be scammed, y'all. No way in hell.
And another part of me, yes, is she mad? Yes, she's upset. Yes. But I also feel like another part of me believes that the reason why she hops online is because this is the only way she can really get his attention. She can't get his attention by texting him, calling him, or something like I said, I feel like this man is avoidant, deadbeat and avoidant. So I think the only way she can really communicate is by hopping on social media and blasting him like this in hopes that he eventually shows up for his kids. I think that's why she does it as well. But somebody says she's still begging. Listen, I don't think she's accepted her situation. I don't think she's really healed. She's healing through it. I don't think she's healing through it. I think she is just mad. I think she's just mad. I think Erica, she's been mad for a while. I think she's going to stay mad too. She doesn't seem like she's going to process this and work through it so she can get to a point where she's accepted her situation. So I think she's just very mad, angry at her situation and what he's doing and what he's continuing to do.
How this man cares about other people's children when he doesn't even acknowledge the existence of his own. And I'm going to just leave it right there because this man loves to run to the police and claim that I'm bullying him. So we'll leave it at that. But don't be scammed and don't be fooled. Because literally, my kids go months and months and months at a time without this man.
That's crazy.
Even asking if they need anything or if they're even alive. In fact, when his homies ask how their kids are, his very statement is, I haven't heard anything. I guess they're still alive since they're not on the news. That's the type of man y'all dealing with. So, y'all can believe this. I want to feed the children bull if y'all want to. But remember who y'all dealing with. This is the same man that literally runs from doing anything for his own children.
That's unacceptable. There's no excuse for a deadbeat. I'm sorry. None. Absolutely none. No excuse. So I think that's why she blasted him. I mean, like, nobody's holding you accountable. Your mother is not holding you accountable. Your family's not holding you accountable when it comes to those kids. And so I think the reason why Erica hops on social media, whenever she sees something, she's like, really? And then she blasts him because there's no excuse for him being a deadbeat. And then if he goes without seeing those kids for months and months and months, his mom should know about it because it's like, okay, well, his mama not seeing them kids either. His side of the family is not seeing those kids either. So this whole situation is crazy. But listen, she got the same black man that black women get. I don't know what else to say. I don't know when the girls are going to learn. You got the same black man that black women get. And you thought you was the exception to the rule, and you quickly finding out that you're not. And she sat up there. I remember how Erica was out here acting when she was on a podcast, and something was said, and it was kind of hinting at Nicki Minaj, but her name was never said. And she sat up there and acting like, well, my situation with him is not like that, and I'm really in love, and I can't wait to start this future. And that was when she was engaged. I don't even think she was married to him yet. So she got the same black man that black women get. And my sorrows and my prayers, but I really don't have much outside of that because listen, y'all just be dismissing and gaslighting black women when we say things. And then when y'all find yourselves in the same situation, then you want us to feel bad. Where are we supposed to pull that empathy? I don't know. So that's all that I have regarding this situation. And I hope to see you in my next one.